Life Audio.
Welcome to the Crosswalk Devotional. We're glad to have you listening. Today's topic is the God over rulers. We'll return with the devotional after a brief message from one of our sponsors. The God over rulers, written and read by Emma Danzey. Daniel 2 verse 22 says, He changes times and seasons. He removes kings and sets up kings. He gives wisdom to the wise and knowledge to those who have understanding. It is no surprise that election years bring a new level of tension and worry. We begin to wonder, what will the next 4 years look like if a lot can happen in 4 years, and a president or a governing politician in the Senate or the House can make ungodly decisions that negatively affect our nation. However, Daniel lived in a time with a worldly king whom he did not agree with or bow to, but he reminds us that God removes and sets up kings. Today, as we take time to break down this powerful verse, may it bring peace into our hearts that God is still the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. He changes times and seasons. America looks different now than it used to. We are running away from God as a nation. America is truly becoming a post-Christian society. These are all statements that you might be hearing or wrestling through yourself. However, we know that just like God changes the times and the seasons, our days will be different from the past, just like the future will be different from our current generation's lives. This can be scary and unsettling if we allow it to be. Or we can remember that the Lord is working everything together towards His return. We are told many times that there will be great trials and tribulations, that there will be war, famine, and evil taking place globally. However, we can easily reject the idea and just want heaven on earth now. But this is not the Lord's perfect plan. Things are going to get worse before they get better. I think about the large pile of laundry on the bed right now. It looks like a mountain of a mess. But I know that after I go deal with the laundry and put it away, my family will have such happiness in all of our things washed, dried, and usable for the week ahead. We might be seeing a load of dirty laundry of sin piling up in our own nation. But this is not new to history. Many, if not all, have seen this in their lifetimes, in one way or another. Sin has always been since the garden, and it will always be until death or Jesus' return. As times and seasons literally change, may we remember who is still in charge no matter how big the mess. He removes kings and sets up kings. This statement alone should bring us great peace. God is in control. No king or president reigns without our sovereign Lord allowing it. Not even a local mayor is elected without the Lord allowing it. You might say, but what about dishonesty or padding votes? What if there are schemes of mankind behind the scenes? The beauty is that even if sinful acts take place, nothing is a surprise to God, and ultimately He can take sinful decisions of humanity and turn them around for the good of His believers and for His glory. We could live in what-ifs every day. We could worry for weeks and months about politics, but what good does that do? Satan wants to distract us from the real battle going on. Yes, it is important to be properly informed and to vote. However, we as Christ followers have an eternal mindset. This is significant because our decisions and our goals should be heavenly focused. If we become consumed by the fear, anger, and goals of elections, then we forget our main mission, to go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. The devil wants us to be distracted from the real work of a disciple of Jesus, and he is not above using politics to cause the church to miss the mission and the hope that we have in our King Jesus. He is in charge. He always has been and always will be. This will never change. And we can rest in His unchanging nature in the midst of an ever-changing world. He gives wisdom to the wise and knowledge to those who have understanding. We as voters and citizens need great wisdom and knowledge. God can lead us in our choices and our decisions. He is not beyond revealing His will with His word. When we are confused and do not know what to do, let us not remain complacent, but let us search the Bible for our answers. His word stands true forever. We can pray and ask His Spirit in us to lead us and help us to navigate conversations, the unknown fears we have, and pray through the sorrow over the sin of the world. Intersecting faith and life. How are you feeling about the upcoming elections? Do you have fear, anger, indifference, or even hope? Whatever you are experiencing, remember that our King of Kings is in control, and He removes and establishes leaders. In an ever-changing world, we can rest in our unchanging God. Further reading, John 18:36, Hebrews 13, verse 8, Revelation 17, verse 14.
The Crosswalk Devotional is a production of Life Audio and Salem Media. If you liked what you heard today, please take a second to rate and review this podcast in your favorite podcast app so that more listeners like you can find the show. For more faith-filled, inspirational podcasts, visit us at lifeaudio.com.